Hey, this video asks the question, what is love? In my meditation and reflection this morning, I began singing and an old praise and worship song came to my heart and just started to fill me up, man. I started to experience that flow. And it was so clear that love is that which fills the universe with itself, with its life. It's what causes things to have beingness, and it's extending and expanding and sustaining and nourishing and fulfilling. Love is very powerful and it holds everything together. And if you think about when we experience love in our lives, it's when we feel the closest to someone, to something, when we have affinity with that thing or that person, right? You can feel this a huge, immense amount of love, even for something as simple as like a flower, or maybe you just have an affinity towards different things in nature, like rocks, and there can be a love there. There's a closeness. There's just like an aliveness, and there's a flowing of your attention and your interest towards that thing. You want to be close to it. You want to understand it. You want to get into it. And when you love a person, you will share from yourself everything that you can, so that person can feel alive, and you want to feel closer to that person. Love brings everything together, and it sustains everything, as I said, and it fills everything. And love is powerful, and love requires that our heart is open. Love requires that our heart is trusting. Love requires that we are willing to let go of whatever's not serving us so that we can experience love. So that we can receive love, we need to let the walls go down. We need to open up and say, I'm willing to receive love, and I'm worthy of love. There can be these attitudes, these beliefs, these emotions that like almost crystallize within us, these barriers that resist the flow of love. Life is circulating all throughout this universe. We're breathing it in the form of oxygen, exhaling in the form of carbon dioxide, because the plants get to receive that, right? Carbon dioxide is used up by other organisms on the planet. So there's this exchange of love in the form of atoms and molecules, literally. And there's an exchange of love, some believe, in the form of spirit, or a higher principle of life that transcends the material, or that supersedes it in some way. And, love is just so profound, and it's so much more than a longing or a desire, or, oh, I love that person, I want them so much. Love is about being part of the continuum of the circle of life. Love is part of being the continuum of the circle of life. It's about being an extension of that which is causing everything to come alive, stay alive, continue growing and feeding and nourishing. Love grows up in through the trees and allows the leaves to come forth and then fall back to the ground, and that adds nourishment to the ground. Death is even a form of love. Death is a giving back. Death is a surrendering to the whole, and is a form of love. When we view it from that perspective, we can see that love is happening all the time, in all things, everywhere. It's powerful. So I wanted to share this with you. It was inspiring to me to have these thoughts flowing in my heart, and thought we could have a conversation about love. So leave a comment. What are your thoughts about love? Or what did this video stimulate for you? Did something come up for you? Were you inspired by it? Did you connect with it? Did some resistances come up? Were there some challenges? Maybe some beliefs that you have? Anything. Let's share. Let's have the conversation. I'm sharing from my heart to yours. I'm extending love in this form. This is what I believe I'm doing in extending my voice to you. I'm speaking in such a way, I believe, with an intention to expand life within you, to let you know that I believe that love is in you, that it flows through you, and that it can flow even more, that you can allow it to flow even more and experience the joy and the pleasure that I have come to experience that love brings, that you can experience a closeness with other people, a closeness with yourself, a closeness with nature, closeness with everything and everyone. Even the people in your life that you think are so not good for you, you can still love them. Even if they're not in your life, there's a way that you can find a love for that person and release and forgive and set your heart free. And you don't have to be naive and gullible and allow yourself to be a doormat or beaten down or abused or anything like that. But you can still love them with a compassion that understands that they're missing out on their own love. It's possible. It's possible. I've been living it and I've been breathing it over the years. It's been wonderful. I've been attacked, I've been accused, I've been ridiculed, and I've continued to love in the face of that and not be understood and not be seen for it, knowing fully well that they're experiencing their own pain, their own hurt, and it's just a reflection of how they feel on the inside, and not allowing myself to be abused or mistreated, yet still feeling a love, a compassion, even to the point of tears sometime. Not tears of pity or sorrow for myself, just tears of compassion, tears of a longing that they would know the love that's possible for them, that I feel that's missing, in the expressions of the hatred and the anger that I have felt come out of different people. There's just a desire for them to know it. And it's an unattached desire. It's not like if they don't feel love, I'm going to fall apart and I'm going to be miserable. No, nothing like that at all. It's I long for them to experience this love. I can tear up about it. I can cry about it. I can be emotional about it for a few minutes or however long, and then release that and feel that at least my heart has stayed open in love towards that person, even if they're not feeling that towards me, or if they're not feeling love towards themselves or the universe or anyone in it. You know what I mean? So thank you for allowing me to share this with you from my heart to your heart. Again, leave a comment, any thoughts, interact with me. Let me hear what you're thinking. I love you, and I'm extending love to you. As I said earlier, it's my intention that you'd be filled with love today, that you'd be strengthened in your experience of the flow, the continuum of this life force that's breathing in you and through you. It breathes you into existence. It is the beating of your heart. It is the rhythm of your lungs expanding and contracting. It's the rhythm of your entire physical organism having the life that it has. It's a grace, it's a givingness, it's present, and it does what it does simply because it is what it is. It's not because you're perfect. It's not because you're doing all the right things. Think about it. It's just giving to you because it wants to, because its desires to do so. Feel that. Be with that. See if you can live in that today. Not only for yourself and as the life is coming into you and you're feeling it come into you, see if you can feel it being that way through you towards others without efforts, just flowing. Just I love, because love is loving me. I can be love in this world. I can be love in the face of another, right? Something to consider, something to play with, something to experiment with as you go forth in your day. See if you can rest in the fact that love is breathing in you and through you, beating your heart. See if you can be that beating heart that allows the life flow of blood, right, to circulate in and through you. And in this form of energy and givingness, let the life force flow through you like living blood into the souls of those around you, that may be starving for healthy, nourishing, oxygen-rich blood, right? In the form of your just kind expression, your generous connection, maybe just your attention for a moment and your smile. Let love flow and see what happens for you. See what opens up. See what kind of experiences you have. It can be awesome. It can be phenomenal. And when you do this, come back to the post and let me know what happened. Let me know what you've been experiencing, right? So it's an opportunity to exercise together this flowingness of love. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for watching this video. May your heart be filled with joy, with love, with peace. May you experience the power of the extension of life and love in and through you all day, every day. And I look forward to connecting with you guys soon and hearing what your comments are. Blessings, and I'll see you next time.